All right, welcome back to another awesome episode of Life on the App. This is episode 109. I'm here with my friend Kristina Ruggerio. Welcome.
Yay. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
So excited. I've been begging to get her on, but she had a baby. I was like, take some time. You're busy. She's very busy. But we finally got her on, so I'm honored to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I'm going to jump into your bio, sit back, relax.
Okay.
Today, I'm thrilled to welcome an incredible guest, Kristina Ruggerio, award-winning makeup artist, entrepreneur, and the powerhouse behind Beauty Bar by Kristina Ruggerio and BBKR Med Spa in Wilmington, Delaware. Kristina's story is one of passion, perseverance, and vision. From doing her very first bridal makeup as a high school junior, holy smokes, a lot of pressure, to launching her own cruelty-free cosmetics line, to now running a family-owned, two-time Best of Delaware award-winning salon and spa. Kristina has built a beauty empire rooted in hard work, heart, and the drive to make people feel like the best version of themselves. Alongside her husband and business partner, Mark, who's amazing, Kristina has grown Beauty Bar into a destination for everything from bridal makeup and hairstyling to skincare, nails, massage, and even a medical spa services. But what makes her journey so inspiring isn't about her talent. It's the grit that it took to get here, including opening a brand new business just months before COVID hit and pushing through with resilience and determination. Today, we'll dive into her journey, the lessons she's learned about building a business, the advice she has for young women chasing their dreams, and how she continues to reinvent beauty and self-care in Delaware. Please join me in welcoming Kristina Ruggerio to the pod. Woo!
Thank you. That was so sweet. You're amazing.
I'm obsessed. No, you're amazing. I'm so excited to have you here. And I should have said in her bio, fellow Ursuline girl.
I'm Ursuline girl.
Raiders for life. I was not a lifer, but
how long were you there?
I came in 6th grade.
Okay, so yeah, I was kindergarten through 12th, and yeah,
special breed.
Wow,
amazing.
I mean, I feel like the generation. What grade were you?
2011.
Okay, I was 06. Yeah.
So welcome. So from your perspective, I mean, your story is crazy. You are amazing.
Thank you.
How did you get here?
So jumping back to I feel like in high school is when I realized that this was something that I wanted to do, that actually making people look good and feel good was something that just gave me such joy. So, I mean, back in, 2005, 6, 7, all the girls for every dance, for every event, or like senior week, Dewey Beach, they were all lined up on the bed, waiting for me. And I'd be like, guys, I got to get myself ready too. Like, I have to look hot also. We all need to look hot. But this is just it was like an assembly line of just girls waiting. Mm-hmm. And I remember them being like, you're so good at what you do. And I'm like, oh my God, come on guys, you can do this too, Right. And then later on, or it was junior year actually, do you know the Zarlettas? Jen Zarletta was getting married. And I think I charged her maybe she's like, can you do my wedding makeup? And I was like, what? I'm like a junior in high school. I cannot do your wedding makeup. Your wedding makeup? Like what?
Once in a lifetime.
She's like, you're really good at what you do. Can you do it? And I was like, okay. I went with my best friend, Jess Kokoschka, now live in. And I remember sitting her on her bed. I was doing her wedding makeup. And it was just like, I just watched her transform into this beautiful bride. She's already gorgeous plain. But, and I'm like, wow, I think I can do something with this.
Yeah.
I already loved doing it. And then getting paid for it is a whole nother thing. Because I was used to just boom, 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 done, let's go out. And that was my first wedding. I was a junior in high school. And then
crazy.
I was like, how is this even a thing? And then of course, I went to Ursuline. It was everyone was getting college.
Big thing.
Yeah, my parents sent me there for that reason, wanting me to obviously get a good education, and thank God for them because it was a great school. I loved it. I learned so much. It was a very disciplined school. I met my best friends for life there. But yeah, college was not my thing. It was not for me. I am a creative person. I like to be creative, and I like to see the joy when someone feels good, looks good. And it just was like, I was like, you can do this and make this a living and actually love what you do. And every single person in my field that I watch, if they love it, like you watch them and they're not really working. Like they don't look like they're working.
It's so true.
They're actually like burning off their own steam from last night or whatever the case may be. They're just doing it and they're in their zone.
Yeah.
And that's how it feels for me when I do this. And this was the goal. It's been accomplished by I literally do what I love. I can go in at 5 a.m. I'm happy because I just made somebody look their best and feel their best at the end of the day. So
amazing. So then what? So you don't go to college?
So I told my parents, I told all the counselors there, and that was not good. It was like I got all these this
hell froze over.
I mean, really, like the teachers looked at me like I had 20 heads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, geez, well, I mean, I'm a strong-willed person, so I was like, I'm going to show you. We're going to do this. So I ended up working. I graduated high school. I went to Dawn Training Center to get my skincare license and to get my skin, because you really can't, there's nothing in Delaware for makeup, to learn makeup. So I went to Dawn Training Center, got my aesthetics license and schooling to be an esthetician. Because I was like, at least I can have like a day job during the week. And that's what a lot of makeup artists end up doing. They go get their skincare license, they do aesthetics during the week, and then maybe they do weddings and appointments on the weekends for makeup. There's not a lot of people in this area that are solely doing makeup. You're not in New York City and you're not in LA.
Right.
So I did that. But by the end of when I graduated Dawn Training Center, they were like, okay, you're going to go off and go be an esthetician, yada, yada, yada. It was not instant gratification for me. It was a slow and steady process. That's what skincare is. It's a slow and steady process. Makeup is a instant gratification. I do their makeup. It's instantaneous. And that's kind of my personality. I'm not Trust a patient.
Yep.
I am like, let's just do this.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's go.
Let's see. I want the wow factor. So makeup was the wow factor for me. I ended up teaching most of the people in my skincare class the basics of makeup, even though it was just self-taught.
Yeah.
And I was
because this is before YouTube and tutorials. YouTube. Like there's no one teaching anyone. Now you can just Google, 100 different makeup tips.
100. But this was literally before Instagram. This was, I think we had YouTube.
Facebook
but it was like
was just coming out.
But I remember watching Candy Johnson on YouTube, and she's also she's still pretty big, but she's maybe in her 50s now. But back then she was so amazing in teaching people how to do their makeup, and I would learn certain things from that. And I would watch her obsessively. I just felt like I was always learning from that. And I was so over the whole skincare thing that I ended up jumping right into makeup. I worked at a small boutique in Greenville from about age 19 till I might have been 18 to 23.
Was that a lot of nights and weekends?
It was a little boutique. I worked 10 until 7:30. I think it was 10 until 6.
Okay.
But I would always be the one later. I would be there till 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, because I would literally have 30 people lined up to get their makeup done. And we were charging $65 a pop back then. I charge $180 now to get your makeup done and lashes done. So it was I would line them all up. I didn't have a pee break. I didn't have a food break. I didn't have any. I was the more I squeeze in, the more money I'm going to make.
Yeah.
But I have to say, that's where I met all my amazing following. In Greenville, I went to eventually I ended up going to Michael Christopher's when I turned 23. I was done with this boutique job. I wanted to do more weddings. I wanted to go fast and furious at this point. I didn't want to be at the boutique just selling makeup and selling skincare, although I love selling makeup.
Yeah.
I was I want to do more weddings. So some weddings would come in. I wanted this to be what I did, and I wanted to have my own makeup line. So that was always the goal. So I ended up leaving the boutique when I was 23. And I remember my mom saying to me, similarly to when I wasn't going to go to college, when they were upset, they were like, what are you going to do without your day job? You're getting paid hourly. You have a comfortable job. Why would you mess with that? And I'm like, because I don't like it. I don't want to work here anymore. I want to go off on my own. I want to do my own thing. I want it to be more of a rewarding
You're an entrepreneur
situation. I don't want to work. It's not that you don't want to work for someone else. You just want it to be gratifying in a way that, you just build it yourself. So I remember she's like, Kristina, you can't do this. My mom's always the safe one. My dad was like, Kristina, do this.
Do it,
My mom was like, you can't do this.
Right.
And we always laugh about it now because she's the comfortable one. I mean, she still has the same curtains in her house.
Well, you need both. You need both. Yin and yang.
Exactly. My dad was like, you're doing this. I see that you're not happy. So I gave my 2 weeks. That didn't go over well. And I'm appreciative from everything that I learned there, all the clients that I met there, but I just had outgrown it. Yeah. And that's what happened. So my grandmother gave me a small little loan that she would have given me for college if I went to college. And I went to New York City. I went to the makeup department, the makeup area where it's private label cosmetics. And I ended up just feeling and touching everything and picking out my own curated line. And it was an entire line full of lipsticks to concealers to bronzers, everything. I mean, I made this order and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? I'm now in debt, basically.
Yeah.
And
mom's money's gone.
It's gone. And now I have to just grind. Yeah. Now it's just grind. Yeah. So
you were 23 at the time?
23.
It's the perfect time to grind.
It's the perfect time.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people. So I went to Michael Christopher's. I planted myself there. That was a tremendous part of my career too, because I met so many people through him. A lot of people had followed me. So now it's just this culmination of both. And I was working with him, and he's an icon in itself.
Yep.
And he's amazing. And it was just, you're around hustlers. You're around people that generation. I was working with people that were 10, 15 years older than me. And they are a different type of grind, especially in the beauty industry. You don't see them like that anymore. And that was big for my growth too. So just being surrounded by people that just hustle, they show up, they just know that you're there to make money and to make your clients happy. And that loyalty gets created through that process. So I went in 2023 to Michael's, and then I eventually had outgrown that as well. Which I was so sad to leave, but Mark and I fell on the opportunity of the beauty bar, the salon in on Augustine Cutoff in Alapocus, and I was scared about that. And my mom also had her like, she was kind of nervous about that as well. But we found out that it was just, we purchased the building, and that's kind of, it just spiraled from there. And it's a full service. It went from makeup to hair to skin to med spa, and it's just been a really fun ride.
Amazing. So, it's amazing. And I'm sure people are going to know exactly where you're be. So I'd been stalking you forever, and we had the building for sale. It was our listing. I was at JLL at the time, and she walked in with her broker, and I was like, like, first of all, starstruck.
No.
And second of all, I was like, heck yeah, like this is amazing. I remember you being like, hey, like this is down. This is on the wraps. Like this is quiet. Like we're not ready. But fast forward, here we are. Your space is amazing.
Thank you.
And you did open like right before COVID. How did that go?
That was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. Yeah. 6 months later, COVID hit.
Yep.
And it was like we had redone the entire thing.
Yeah, invested a ton of money.
We had redone the entire salon, because you remember what that spa looks like.
Totally different. And it was all brand new furniture, paint, wallpaper, everything.
Everything. So remember when she had those big like sandals on the wall in the spa? I don't know if you remember that, but it was so bad. And we had gutted the entire thing.
Yeah.
Mark had renovated
the spa is definitely the biggest transformation, at least from my perspective. That whole spa area.
But downstairs there was like carpet. It was horrible. So we had gutted it.
It was just old school, very old school.
Yeah, we had gutted it, and then all of a sudden COVID hit, and then it was like done. Like no business.
Yeah.
For 2 years.
Are canceled.
Weddings are all canceled. 150 weddings canceled. And I mean, I was used to doing like 150 weddings by myself back when I was alone. But then when I built the team, now you're telling all these girls, you don't have any weddings. You don't have any jobs. So they're depending on that money. I have built their kind of.
And they had all just left their salons to come with you.
Yes. So they have 150 weddings on their books to line up, and you're like, you have no work.
Yeah.
So that was hard. That was the biggest hurdle I think that we've been through since opening the salon.
Yeah, got through it. But now your space is amazing. You guys, I mean, are crushing it. Seems like your team is growing every day. Love all your content, social media.
Thank you. We try.
For someone that's never been there, I don't know who you are. I'm learning about you. This is the first time I've ever heard of you. What would you say is like the experience when you come to your salon and spa? Like what can they expect when they come there?
The salon and spa, so it's full service. So they can come downstairs, they can pick out a lipstick, they can go right upstairs, they can get their lips done, they can get on their skincare regimen, their skincare routine. They can do pretty much everything you can imagine beauty-wise. Yeah. You can literally just pick out any makeup you want or transform your face completely with Botox injectables. And that's what I wanted, because a lot of times you think, okay, I'm going to put on makeup, I'm going to wear makeup, but what's underneath of your makeup is really how it kind of stems. So you're sitting there thinking, I can pile on all this makeup on my face, but at the end of the day, if your skin is not good, if your skin is not in the best shape possible, the makeup's not going to lay right at all. When you think about priming walls or prepping walls for paint, there's so many things that go into it. You're sanding it, you're priming it. I mean, it sounds silly, but your skin cannot be bad if you want to wear a lot of makeup. And honestly, I don't want to wear a ton of makeup anymore on a daily basis now being a mom, but it's like you still want to wear products that make you feel good and you want it to lay correctly. So I always stress to people, take care of your skin and then come downstairs in the makeup department and pick out your makeup and do your routine that way. So you have to have both. And if I didn't have both, then I'm kind of like false selling them on things, because we want them to look amazing. Yeah. And that's the only way to do it is to teach them how to do it.
Yeah. So who would you say is your clientele? Like you talked about how you've been bestseller for men. Like who would you say is like your target audience?
Definitely brides. Yeah. Brides. I mean, if you're getting married.
That's where I know you from. Like it feels like you have all, I mean, we don't have a ton of famous Delawareans, but it feels like everyone who has somewhat of a name goes to you for their bridal makeup. Yes. Like you pretty much have the bridal makeup market, I think, secured on lock.
Yeah. The bridal department is obviously what we're known for. But then when we got our hairdressers, we got our med spa people, our estheticians, I would say we're known for being one-stop shop, but definitely our brides are what they think of us. and they're going to get their makeup done, their trial done. And when they come in for their trial, we usually say, let's talk to one of our estheticians. Let's talk about getting you on a bridal skincare regimen, because they book a year in advance.
Yeah.
You have a year now to get your skin prepped. And a lot of them are like, great, the makeup artist and the esthetician work closely together. This is going to be a win-win. And they're comfortable, and they trust us, and they trust me, and they trust the girls that work for us. So it really is a win-win for all of us, because they trust us completely with their face. I mean, completely.
Yeah, it's literally the most important part of the wedding.
What else
Every
is there
single picture, everything.
If the bride does not look like, what
and
are we
hair,
doing?
I would say hair is probably close up there, but it's literally your face is number one.
Yeah, and trusting one of the
worst
hardest.
when you see a bride, oh my gosh, that's got a bad makeup job, or just
when
like
I
looks
see
a
the
mess.
floating face, like the white light face,
it's so painful.
And then chest is dark,
It's so
and there's
painful,
like
or
lines.
too much makeup, and it's like, girl, you don't ever wear makeup, and today is the day you're gonna cake it on, like,
Right.
Yeah.
And in photos, I mean, everything casts differently. So if
Yeah.
you use the wrong
Yeah.
product, if you use the
So
wrong
true.
setting powder, you're
screwed.
You just screwed up all those pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go back on a wedding day.
Right. No, there's no redo.
There's no redo. So like if you mess up
unless you
their
get divorced and get married again, but
Correct.
hopefully people aren't.
Correct. Yeah. But it's scary working with brides, because that is
it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure with brides.
So brides is a big part of your market. Who else would you say comes to you? A lot of hair.
A lot of hair. We have all of our stylists are all from different places they've come from. And we have a good hair department. We have our regular day spa department, and we have our med spa department. So we're doing a lot of massage. We're doing tons of nails. We're doing obviously luxury facials. We are doing waxing.
Yeah.
We do
I didn't know you did waxing.
Oh, tons of waxing.
Wow.
But then on that flip side, we do laser hair removal. So we do a lot of laser.
Nice.
So Lauren, one of our estheticians, she does tons of laser hair removal. And so if you're getting waxed, we're like, well, do you want to just get rid of it completely? Like, why don't you just get some laser hair removal? And they're like, you know what? Maybe I will. Yeah. Maybe I do want it to be gone forever.
Right.
Why do I want to keep? I mean, it's one of those things. It's an investment. But it's going to work. And who wants to have to shave every single day?
Yeah, I don't. I'm already so over it. But I think my hair's too light for laser hair.
It will not. It does. Yeah. It has to be a dark. It has to be a dark hair.
Yeah.
So like it won't pick up the pigmentation if it's not dark.
Yeah. So I'm probably not a good candidate. So waxing for me for life.
Yeah.
All good. Shaving and waxing, whatever.
Yeah.
So totally pivoting. You did buy this building with your husband.
Yes.
So I want to get into your husband in a little bit later.
Yep.
But for now, I mean, you start out, you're 23, you're like grinding it out. Well, you start out 18, but 23, you're really grinding it out. You go out on your own. You went from only being in charge of yourself, right? Going to New York, you're only in charge of yourself. Now you have a full staff. You have a ton of employees. It's a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities.
And depending on people.
Yeah. So what has been some of the challenges around now, not just, doing what you do best, now you're in charge of other people?
Well, now you have to worry about them depending on them to do things and showing up, right?
Yeah.
And if you have to put your trust into them.
Yes.
So it's like if you're doing a wedding, obviously a bride, you have to show up. I know for me, unless I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to be there. So like that has been when I was doing 150 weddings a year by myself, which I was.
Sometimes I would do 2 a weekend sometimes?
I would have 5 weddings in one day sometimes. I would have time frames.
How do you have time to do that? How?
I would be somewhere from maybe, let's call it 8 till 10 for 2 hours. I would bang out as many girls as I could. I would go to another and just kind of, I would go back to the salon even after all of that and do like prom girls or homecoming girls or whatever the case would be.
Holy smokes.
So I would have, sometimes I would do like 35, 40 clients in a day. I mean, it was absolutely like when I tell you I was doing makeup, a full face of makeup that was going to last and look amazing in 20 minutes. I was doing fast. So a lot of makeup artists, like when I hire them, I'm like, how long do you take with makeup? And they're like, 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm like, we're going to change that quickly because you have to go off and do weddings. I don't want to have
weddings
to send 2
no
girls.
Joke. Yes.
I want to send one girl so she can make all of her money. She can do it all by herself.
Yeah.
I don't want to send 2 because they're chopping up the day. And plus, we have so many weddings that I really need to utilize each of them individually.
Yeah.
So, but that has been the hardest part about it is just gaining a team of people that you can trust completely, that you know are going to show up with clients that you cherish because they're coming to you for business.
Right. It's your brand. It's
my
your name.
At the end of the day, they don't
Trust me, I
care
get it.
if Sarah, didn't show up. I'm going to get the bad reputation. Sarah's going to be off on her
Google
own.
review.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
her. Yeah.
So like that has been challenging. I have an amazing group of girls. I could not do it without them.
Yeah.
I have an amazing management team. I could not do any of what I do if I didn't have the people that I have working with me. And you learn who works and who doesn't. And, some have not made it throughout, it's not jived and that's been okay. And you just find who works, and managing people or just working with people in general and the public can be challenging.
Yeah. So we kind of talked about YouTube. How are you it seems to me, especially in the makeup world, again, I'm not a makeup girl. Like I'm like blush and mascara, call it a day. It seems to me that the makeup world is rapidly changing. It like if I'm on TikTok a lot, I'm on Instagram a lot. It feels like we went from like the dark smoky eye, the full contour to like
the Hailey Bieber.
The natural Hailey Bieber nothing to like now it kind of feels like we're back to like the Kylie Jenner. She's got the colors back a little bit. I'm starting to see some of that. Like how are you keeping up with all these trends? Because I'm certainly
it's
not.
hard to keep up. And I feel like the internet is hard for everyone in so many cases because you just get wrapped up in all the like, oh my God, I have to do this. I have to do that. I'm not okay if I don't do this. And that's hard for people in general when you just think that you always have to change things. But I think a lot of it jumps around because it's a creative industry. But skincare obviously became a huge thing.
Yes.
Which is great for makeup artists because we don't want people coming in with rough, untaken care of skin. We want you to prep your skin so that our work can look so much better.
Yeah, beautiful canvas.
Yeah. But in terms of makeup, it's just, you just kind of do what works for your face because a lot of times there's trends that come in. Like, do you remember the like so insane brows that were like so sharp and like over? I don't really keep up with the trends on my own face. If I'm doing something for makeup on somebody else.
Yeah, it seems like your look has stayed pretty much the same.
My look has stayed the same all throughout the years. It's just a kind of a classic, either natural or glam look. Like I either go more dramatic or more natural, but you just have to do what works for your face. And I think that you just can't pay attention to the trends if it's not. You have to do what works for you. So I say get a makeup lesson. I say go to a makeup artist, whether it be with us or anywhere.
Yeah, do you guys do those?
We do makeup lessons all the time. So we'll kind of look at your face and be like, hey, you aren't really good in a really smoky eye on a daily basis. Let's not do that. Let's do a bright, fun, shimmery eye. And maybe you need a little bit of lip liner to make you feel like your face stands out or your lips stand out. But you have to do what just works for you, not keep up with the trends, I think. Yeah, but it is an ever-changing, very fluid industry.
It feels like it just on TikTok alone. Like I did have a makeup like lesson. I was in 8th grade and I was going to my first dance and my parents were like, you are going to put on some makeup for this. And I was like such a tomboy. And I just went to Ulta and they gave me blue eyeshadow. They gave me the craziest stuff looking back. I think I had green eyeliner.
They did so much color.
Wild. Yes. It was all color. And looking back, I'm like, I need a new, that's probably how I'm still doing makeup these days. So I probably should come in.
I got makeup done one time and I hated it. It was one time and that was it. I've never had any of my artists do my makeup. I've never had anyone do my makeup.
You won't let anyone try? You should do that for a content video. You should do a video off that.
There are a couple girls that that work for us that I'm like, I want you to do my makeup so badly because every face they touch, I'm like, that is amazing. Like there's some times where I'm like, hey, in the past I've had to be like, let's change this or let's change, but they're like the girls that we have for us right now, people request them and it's amazing because it's like they're trusting my name and who I recommend if I'm not available.
Right.
I had 7 of my best clients go to one of our girls last Saturday because I was out in Lewis doing a wedding and they all called and they requested her for the next couple.
They're like, hey, what about me? I'm still here, guys.
But I'm like, you know what? This is great.
It's the best compliment you can receive.
I love building these girls.
Yes.
I love it because they want to be busy and that's the goal here.
And that's amazing. So you've been busy for a long time. From being 17 and doing bridal makeup, like that's insane. You've been, how many years at this? I don't want to ask how old you are.
So I'm going to be 37 tomorrow.
Okay. So we're how many years at this? If you would say you started in high school.
So I officially kind of went off on my own when I was 18. So we're talking,
20 years, almost 20 years. Yeah. So in 20 years of doing this, like how are you staying motivated, keeping up at this? You've had multiple children. You're, building a business. You've purchased a building. Like, how do you stay motivated and not get burnt out, just in general in your life?
I am one of those people that thrives in the chaos. Yeah. I think that I love the chaos. You've heard me say I would have 10 kids if I could.
Yep.
God willing. I love all the busy. When I'm not busy, I'm like, crazy. I'm not good. That's so when I'm busy, I'm always thinking about the next thing. I'm always thinking about how we can be creative, how we can grow. I should not say that we found the balance, Mark and I, through the whole challenges of everything. We have not found that yet. Anyone who knows me knows I tell the truth. Every day is a different day around here, but we do it and we show that we show our children that it just takes grit and perseverance, and you're going to have hard times, but you're going to come through. Your head's going to come out of water, and you just got to keep going. You have to keep fighting the good fight. You really do, because otherwise you'll crumble.
You literally, trust me, we crumble all the time. It seems like you guys have a decent balance of like taking time off though. Like it seems like you guys travel a decent amount. Is that something you guys do to like help unplug, or are we like on our phones the whole time we're away? Like how do you guys balance?
So that's part of having a business. You never are detached. You're literally always answering questions, and it's always when you're away.
Always.
That something crazy happens. What's the saying? When the cat goes away, the mice will play, or whatever it is. I think that is one of another challenge is that you just never can fully shut off. Yeah. You're always answering questions. You're always answering to people, but you have to break away. we have kids.
Yeah.
So you have to show them that like they have to live a life of balance, and you cannot just have your head in the hole all the time. You cannot just be 24/7 work, but you have to obviously keep going. And this is how we afford things.
Yeah.
This is how we do things. We tell them, mommy and daddy have to work. We have to take this phone call. This is how we do things. This is how we get here. This is how we get there. And it's good for them to learn those kind of things, because if not, then they just think it's all just handed, and it's really not.
No, trust me. Yeah. And I'm struggling with that even with Murphy. Like if I now pick her up at school at 2:30, I'm like, holy smokes. Like this is the middle of the day. These schools end at 2:30. This is the middle of the day. But I'll have to take a phone call, and she does get pissed. Like she's like, Mom, like, and I'm like,
play with me.
Yeah. And I'm
I
like,
can't.
I'm like, I have to take this phone call. This is the same thing. Like, this is how we just bought a new house. Like, this is how we buy our new house. This is how we go on vacation. Yeah. Same thing. But she's only 3. She doesn't really comprehend it yet.
No. And doing it with like screaming kids in the background is a whole nother challenge in itself. Yeah. You're trying to actually talk to other adults and like serious matters, and kids are screaming, and you're like, just give me a second. So I think people just know that I'm a multitasking mother, business owner. Thank God for my mother. Thank God for my mother-in-law, our families.
Same as us.
We come from a Italian family. They all are just like, it's a village. And if I did not have them, I don't know how I would do it. I don't think I could.
It's the same as us. Exactly.
Yeah, she's been practically like my nanny. She has come to weddings with me with a baby, a 1-month-old. I'll go do a wedding. I bring baby with me. Baby comes. Baby gets strolled around the hotel.
Yeah.
I go nurse baby for a second. I go back up. Like it is a true multitasking, and you have to do it, and you cannot be ashamed of it, because these people want you there. Great. This is how you're going to get me. My baby's going to be down there. The nanny's down there too. I got to dip out for 5 seconds real quick to go nurse her. And they're like, I respect it. They get it.
Yeah, that's how we were too. So both babies grew up in this office. We had a swing in the front. Same thing. Murphy was first day in the office. She was 6 days old. So like just crazy.
Yeah.
And the people that got it. Like if we were sitting at that conference room table and having a meeting, the people that got it were cool with it. And the people that weren't, like we probably didn't want to work with them anyway.
Exactly.
They're not our people.
They're not your people. Yeah. They have to understand this is life.
This is our life. All right. So I do want to talk a little bit about your husband, Mark. So you do work with your husband. You guys went into this venture together.
We did.
Yes.
We did.
And I know what that is like. And I have my own thoughts and opinions about it. Yes. But how did you guys kind of come to that conclusion? Was he the one pushing you to like, hey, it's time? Were you kind of coming to him like, hey, I think I want to do something like this? How did you guys get to that?
He knew that I always wanted to do something. And originally it was, we were actually looking at Independence Shopping Center. And I wanted to do just a little makeup boutique where I could bring my bridal trials, the girls that were working for us.
You probably would
have a little team. I really, really enjoy I love the shopping center.
Yeah, me too.
I loved it. I think it's a great cozy.
Yep.
I mean, it's a woman-owned shopping center.
I know the owner.
She paid such good attention to detail.
Yeah.
She was so good. But we found the building. And Mark was like, you got to do this. Like, we are
Go all
going
in.
to do, we're going to do the whole thing. His mom ended up coming over from Shrevesaki. She had a couple girls that wanted to follow her because that's how the industry goes.
Yep.
They wanted to come with her. She managed the hair salon side. My mom and I managed the weddings and the makeup. And then we were like, obviously we have to keep the spa upstairs because we thought about renting things out, but we're like, let's just go all in. Let's do one big stop, like one-stop shop. And it was a team effort. And he's really a lot of the back end of it.
Yep.
I let him crunch all his numbers, do all his things.
That's me.
And then I really like to be I create the relationships with people. I'm constantly trying to build the relationships, kind of manage the girls. I mean, it's a team effort. I could not do it without him. He could not do it without me. This is just a true,
that's us too.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And it's been interesting because like if last night wasn't great,
right,
we go in the next day and you just got to be like,
yes, on and off.
And I'm like, what do you want for lunch?
Right.
What is it?
Yes, yeah, that's the same as us. Yeah. That's the same as us. Like, it's like it's crazy because it always feels like flip flop. Like when we're good in our relationship, like our business, we're fighting.
Yep.
Or vice versa. The business is crushing it, and we like hate each other at home. And especially raising children, I think adds a whole nother dynamic to this.
Completely.
Especially babies because you're in the baby zone. It's crazy. So something we talked about before we started is like we don't hide. When we have our ups and downs. How do you guys manage like conflict at the business?
It can be challenging. We're close with our managers. We're close with our girls. They usually know if something's not great.
They can tell.
But we're all so close that like it really is a family run.
Amazing.
Because even the people that are not family, they're like family to us. And we're so close with them. And like I said, I couldn't do it without the managers that we have. Lauren and Alyssa and Jennifer and my mom, Mark. It's just like truly a team effort. And they know. They know us so well that they know if something's not great. But you learn to just roll with the punches. And you learn to just work through the kinks and you just do it.
You own it. I have a friend that worked for a family business, and she's like, I knew when I got hired there, I was working for a family business.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I knew I wasn't going to work for some big corporate company. Like, I knew what I was signed up for.
Yeah. And a lot of the people that come to work for us like that. They
love it.
Ones that have come from big salons, they're like, I love that you guys are like a family. We have like the Thanksgiving potluck. We're bringing in all the Italian foods. We're bringing all the things. We have mother-in-law, we have mom, we have husband, we have wife, we have aunt. Like, it's all a mixture of family there. And it's fun most days. Some days it's not, but you just.
So you bring the baby with you?
Bring baby with me every day.
Yeah.
Clients love her.
Yes.
I mean, she puts a smile on everyone's face. She's a great baby.
Yeah.
We all joke that we're going to get the little like rolling thing around the salon. She's going to be like zooming around.
That was my baby's in here. And
Yeah.
we'd have to either have them up here and we'd block that step, or we'd have them down there. And yeah, that's literally what we did. Like, I say all the time, like, these guys in here are my kids' aunts and uncles. Like, they are all Uncle Pat, Aunt Jade. Like, that is their aunts and uncles. They see these guys sometimes more than our actual family.
Yep. And it's the village, like you said.
It's the village, yeah. And they would be passed around. I'd have a call. All right, you're going to hold the baby while I'm on this call.
Yeah.
Whoever's not got a hair client or a makeup client, it's your turn to take the baby.
I was doing a good client this morning, and I was like, she was fussing. I was like, Alyssa, you got to grab her. You just get it. She's like, okay. She's holding her. We're like, I mean, they're all like her mother, her
but
second
I think
mother.
my kids are so much cooler because of that. Because they're not super clingy to me. They're not obsessed with me. Like, they've been passed around their whole life. So they're not scared. I mean, sometimes it's a problem. They're not scared of strangers, but they're not scared of strangers. Like, they're very, they say hello, they're pleased and thank you. They're not shy. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah. So family run business, I don't think I could ever go back to anything but it. No. It's the best.
You get used to seeing your people. Nice. You get used to seeing them, and it's just like a comfortable, you know, you're like Mark's talked about, because he's in the building.
Yeah.
He's in the building.
I know. He's upstairs.
So I'm like,
do you drive separate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
God, yes.
So do I.
We drive separate to
I
pretty
need to
much.
have my own
we drive separate to vacations.
Escape vehicle.
Yes. Vacations, long vacations. I'm like, it is all good if you take your vehicle and I take mine. And he takes a couple kids. And I mean, we have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to take two vehicles.
Yeah, divide and conquer.
Like,
and I just don't ever want to feel trapped. Like, I don't ever want to feel trapped anywhere I'm at. No. So yeah, we typically drive separately.
Yeah,
all right, so I have some fun like beauty questions for you. All right, so what would be one favorite service or treatment that you can't live without, especially like in your salon? What's your favorite thing to get done?
I would say probably the hydrofacial, the deluxe hydrofacial.
Love it.
It's just one of those like staple services. It's not going to be anything crazy like laser. It's just a really good facial. It does more than obviously your traditional facial where they're just kind of like massaging you. This is an actual device that's like sucking off all the dead skin on your face. And that takes me back to the makeup and how it lays. Yep. If you don't have all that dead skin exfoliated off your face, then your makeup is not going to look the way that it should. So I would say the deluxe hydrofacial. And then my second would probably be like a good IPL laser. And we use Lumecca.
What is that, IPL?
So IPL is going to zap off any dark spot on your face.
Okay.
It's pretty much going to pick up any pigmentation. So if you're somebody that like likes your freckling, which I can't remember.
I don't get a ton on my face. I wear baseball hats all summer.
It's going to zap it all off. So if you like your freckling, it's not going to be it's not going to be the service for you. But for somebody who wants like bright, clarified, luminous skin without any imperfections, it is amazing. You got to get about anywhere between 3 and 6 treatments done, and it will zap off any dark spots. So hyperpigmentation, sun damage, redness.
Yeah, makes sense.
Veins, little red veins. Yeah. So it's amazing.
How often do you get a hydrofacial?
Once a month.
Once a month?
Hands down.
Yeah. Is that dermaplaning too, or is that separate?
Dermaplaning separate, but you got to add on a dermaplane because nobody wants vellus skin on their face.
I have to get dermaplaning. When I get a facial, like I have to get the dermaplaning and you look at the paper towel or whatever they use, the towel at the end, and you're like, holy crap, that was on my face.
There's no point in getting a facial done without the dermaplane because you're just taking off that dullness that you don't need on your skin, and it's not going to grow back thicker. A lot of women think like, oh no, it's going to come in like men's. It's not going to. They use a medical grade scalpel that is taking it off so finely. It just comes back. It comes back exactly the way it did before. So you got to do a dermaplane on top.
You have to. You have to. And it's like weird. I don't know. It's like a weird satisfaction for me. And I've only had a couple facials in my life, but the couple times I've had it done, I'm like,
well, the hydrofacial is satisfying too because you're going to actually see blackheads in the tube. So like it sucks. It's like a liquid inside of a vacuum that basically is sucking and it flushes your pores out. Not at all. It just kind of squeezes your skin into the tube just a little bit. It's literally, imagine a vacuum. Like you can kind of feel your skin being, and it sucks all the gunk out of your nose. So like men, if they go in there, they see it and they're like, that was in my skin.
Huge on eyebrows. Eyebrows and lip liner.
But if you
I wouldn't guess those two from you.
Oh, have to have the eyebrows on and have to have the lip liner on. Have to.
Wow. Why lip liner? I know eyebrows because I have to have eyebrows.
I have to have that definition on my lips. Like even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just the most, I use like a nude kind of like brown lip liner, but I have to have that like lift and that definition. But for eyebrows, I tell people to get them waxed and tinted. And like, so we do the henna tinting.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're not having to fill in your eyebrows as much. So like if I do that, I don't have to use my products as much, but I usually get them wax tinted and I fill them in with like a brow pomade.
Yep.
And the brow pomade, I've been using it for,
forever.
5 years at least. I've been selling it. Yeah. So it's my favorite product ever.
I got to come in and try that because I use one from Ulta and like I'm not loving it. And it's probably just like the cheapest one I can find.
No, your eyebrows look good though.
Thanks. I feel literally naked without eyebrows.
Because they're probably light.
Because they're so light.
And you never got
and then I have a 5 head and I'm like, I need something to break up the area between my eyes and my hair.
But you didn't get them tinted before?
I do get them tinted.
You do?
Yeah. But I still have to fill it. It fades so fast. It fades
very
so fast. I need to just learn how to dye them myself. But even that, I'm too scared for that.
You look like a totally different person. But they say that when you don't have your eyebrows, it's like that's the first thing you're going to age. Your eyebrows get light, they get gray. So to bring life back to your face, you have to have your eyebrows.
That's good advice. I never really thought of it like that.
You have to.
Your eyebrows are probably the first thing to gray. That makes total sense.
They're graying and they make you look old. So you have to bring the life and the depth back to your face.
Obsessed. Yeah. What's the big trend you're into right now? Something that's trending. For a while, it was like big lips. Like you talked about the eyebrows kind of being like crazy. That's definitely over. Like what's a trend you're seeing that like people are coming in and asking for?
I like the more natural under eye. Like a lot of times before it was just everyone was so light and bright under their eyes. It was so white casting.
Alex was doing the white.
It was no, I mean like under like concealer wise, not in there, but like concealer. Now they're mixing a little bit of blush.
Got it.
Into the concealer a little bit. Like you'll see people kind of mixing like a pinky blush that kind of melts into their concealer so that when you blend it all out together, the under eyes are more of a subdued concealed look versus a bright white stark like just
that was a while.
That was not good.
No,
that was not good. And
I was super guilty of it.
No, I was too. And if you were too tan, like it just wasn't good.
Yes.
Now it's like a nice blushed look where you would add a little bit of liquid blush, maybe right here, tap it and blend it in with your concealer. So it's a better look.
Yeah. What's a trend you're not into right now, or that you think will fade quickly?
Right now, I'm trying to think about this really quick.
Yeah, think about
it. Not into.
I'm trying to think of things that I've even seen.
I feel like what's going on with the brows right now? Brows are always like brushed up and
they're always all over the place. Yeah, like the like super natural like. Crazy,
I'm not
like
into
bush.
the super laminated eyebrows.
Yeah,
I like just a normal
totally
normal
agree.
eyebrow.
Totally agree.
I like my brows just kind of like definitely tapered down, but I'm not into the super brush up look for me personally.
Yes, me neither.
When I see it on different people,
some people can rock it.
They can rock it, but for me, I don't like them. I feel weird when they're all sticking up straight. It's just not. But I do. A laminated brow looks good on a lot of people.
Yeah, I've never done it. Yeah. Maybe someday. So if you could go back, we kind of started with your high school self. If you could go back to your high school self, what's a piece of advice you would give her, knowing everything you know now?
I would have to say, try not to take things personally. I tell my kids, some people are going to like you, some people are not going to like you.
Yeah.
And it really just doesn't matter. You have to just stay in your lane, stay focused, and don't let the outside noise interfere with your thoughts and your creative goals, because at the end of the day, you have one mission. It's to succeed, and you can't listen to what other people think about you. And I tell my kids the exact same thing, because if you thought about all of it and you let it all distract you, you would not be where you are today.
Yeah.
Because there's too many opinions, there's too many thoughts. You have to do what your heart tells you. And that really sounds so cliche, but it really is the truth. And obviously the close people around you that help guide you into who you are also, because that matters. The people that surround you.
Yeah, especially you. I mean, your best friends are still from high school.
All of them.
They've been cheering you on this whole time. Yeah.
One of my best friends is in Italy. She took a whole different life path. She stayed there, but she still we talk all the time.
It's amazing.
Jess Levin. It's just a nice, I think it's just you have to have people that support you, that care about your best interests. And sometimes there are ones that you think do, and there's some that you don't.
They're just here for the highs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so true.
You gotta stick it out and just kind of keep your head down and focus and just create the dream.
Obsessed. All right. We're going to quick jump into your trolley favorites.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Doesn't have to be trolley. Sorry. Delaware favorites.
Delaware favorites.
All right. So favorite coffee. I think that's obvious.
Brew, 100%.
You're a brouhaha girl.
Brew girly.
Yep.
I keep doing this.
Brouhaha girly.
I love brouhaha. I love all their drinks. Their pistachio cream, like latte with the cold cream.
See, I don't like venture. Like I get one or two solid drinks and like I don't venture. Because I'm like, if I get something I don't like, I'm going to be, my days gonna be ruined.
I know. If you see the wrong color coffee, I'm
shocked.
Like, no.
Yeah.
It's like the Justin Bieber, it's not clocking. Yeah. It's not clocking. I'm like this.
Look at you knowing the trends.
I'm like, this is not okay. But I'm not a returner. I don't return things. I really never complain. Yeah. So I just drink it. But brouhaha for sure.
Obsessed. Okay. Well, you're close by. So where's like the go-to takeout if you guys are getting lunch?
Ooh, El Toro.
Really?
El Toro. Ooh.
We are obsessed with El Toro.
El Toro.
No one ever sells El Toro because I thought you were an Opopa girl because you crush Opopa.
I order out. Those guys are at my salon all the time. Like when I call.
The takeout or the restaurant?
The takeout.
The takeout, of course.
I call them and they come pulling up. I'm like,
they know.
Like, what's your address? I'm like, let's not play this game.
Right, you know my voice.
You know who this is.
Yeah.
When are you going to be here?
Yes.
And they come and they're the nicest guys.
They're amazing.
They're so quick. The food is phenomenal.
Yes.
And El Toro all the way.
We crush El Toro. No one ever says El Toro. We crush it. And one time I went and picked it up, and because Vince is always the one that goes and picks it up because we're so close. And I walk in and they're like, "Where's your man?" I'm like,
See, I don't go in there often.
Oh, it's an experience when you go in there.
It is. Yeah. I used to go in there a lot with Jess. So we would go in there and get, I don't know what we would get. I forget.
Whatever.
But yeah, we get it, and all the girls, the queso, the guacamole, I mean, we all order so
El Toro
things.
takeout's where it's at, and when you Google it, make sure it's the takeout because you don't want to. You might mix it up with the restaurant. I don't know who owns what or how that works, but the takeout.
Call and get the delivery.
They separate websites. Yes. Yep. We want El Toro takeout. It is different. The food is different.
So good. And I love the guys there. They're so nice.
They're so nice, and they're the best. Okay, so that was a great answer. Not what I was expecting. Where's your guys go to like date night? Where are we going out to dinner?
He takes me to Harry's.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, he takes me to Harry's a lot. So like we will do all of our anniversary dinners.
That's old school.
Yeah. He's like an old
Italian.
school. Yeah, he's an old school, and he's also set in his ways.
Obsessed.
So he's very. I mean, he does not like.
Yeah.
He doesn't
the
like
routines. He's me. Me and him are the same.
Yeah,
You're Vincent.
I'm like, let's go do something different. Yeah. Let's be fun. Let's be adventurous. Let's do things by the skin of our teeth. Yeah. And he's like, no, like
rinse, wash, repeat.
This is what I like. So he takes me to Harry's a lot. We've gone there for all of our all of our things.
Yeah. Where's like your favorite happy hour? Do you guys do happy hour if and when you're not doing 100 weddings and nursing 3 babies?
We try to. I'm trying to think. You know, we went to Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
We went to Santa Fe.
Sitting outside
maybe
there.
2 or 3 times recently. I'm thinking recent because we have a baby and there's not a lot of times we go out. But we did Santa Fe. We like that. Anywhere with like a nice bar. I'm trying to think. I can't. Capers and Lemons we've gone to at times.
Staple.
Bardea.
Yep.
But like I'm not really like a
Wilmington downtown girly. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But I do like the ambiance. So like if you want to go get a good drink or good food, sometimes you have to venture a little bit.
Who are your other like favorite Delaware local businesses that you like to frequent?
I love Peter Kate for shopping if I want to get a nice bag, a nice pair of shoes.
They're good to like dress you for an event too. If you have like a big event or something specific.
Yeah, like, or if you want to buy a special gift, you know, sometimes I'll be like, look, I only want to spend maybe like $50 or $100. What can I buy small? But it's the experience, it's the bag, it's the whole thing they put together. You just feel like it's a really great gift. So I love going to Peter Kate.
Yeah. So convenient.
If I want to splurge or for a nice gift.
Yeah.
I like Pink Turtle. Pink Turtle's cute.
Also great. Totally.
I also love Pizza by Elizabeth's.
Yep. Who doesn't?
I love Pizza by Elizabeth's. Obsessed. I'm trying to think where else. But
so do you guys have any big events or anything coming up you want to highlight?
We are going to have a really big event right before Christmas.
Cool.
So it's going to be focused on skin, med spa, injectables, and kind of face mapping and face balancing.
Fun. What does that look like? Do you have to sign up? Do you just show up? How does that look?
This will be more of an exclusive event where we probably invite maybe 20 people max, and it's going to be for somebody who really wants to focus on face balancing and making sure their face is just lining up correctly with the injector, doing the whole consult to look at what they need, what they might want. When it comes to lips, it could be a lip flip, it could be a lip filler, it could be Botox, it could be filler. It depends on what it is. But
cool.
And we've done facial threads in the past. A lot of people love them because it's like an actual thread with the needle that goes in and it hooks onto your ligaments and it sucks everything up and it's incredible. So it depends on what the client wants. If they're 70 years old and they're finding like they don't want to go for a facelift and they want to suck everything up, that's probably going to be the right thing for them.
Yep.
For me, like I want my lips always to look. God, I keep doing this. I want my lips to always look like they're kind of filled up, so I might just do a lip flip or something. It just depends on what people want, and they have to talk to the injector. They have to see what they think. And I am big on like, do not be pushy when it comes to. We don't have anybody that works for us that's just going to be like, you need this much Botox.
Trust me, I got it.
That is one of my icks and one of my pet peeves is that people just do not respect the fact that Well, and it's just like, you're going to overdo it. And you do not want to overdo it.
You know.
You do not want to overdo it.
Yeah.
I can't stand lips, the trend. You asked me earlier what I can't stand. I can't stand overdone lips.
I know. These lips are getting way too big.
It's ridiculous. They can't talk proproperly. They can't say words properly. They can barely drink out of a straw.
Yes.
Spitting out.
It's hard to, I'm not here for that.
I cannot.
Especially in Wilmington, Delaware. It's like, what are we doing here?
I cannot.
Yeah, no.
The lips. The lips. The trend. That is the trend.
I do think I want to get some lip filler someday. Just a little bit.
Lip filler is good.
Yeah.
Lip filler is great.
Yeah.
I love overdoing my lips in a way that, but the lips that we've seen lately.
Are getting out of control.
They're getting out of control.
Yeah. So where can people follow you if they're interested? What's the best way to kind of reach out to you guys? Say I want to get my makeup done. Say I'm a bride in 2027. Like, what's the best way to get in contact with you guys?
Our Instagram is always a great way. We have a Facebook link as well where they can message us. But on our website, if you're a bride, you click the bridal inquiry form. You fill out the entire form. It talks about how many people you have in your wedding, what your date is, the time frame, et cetera, et cetera. And then we have a bridal coordinator that reaches out to them and looks at their details and schedules a makeup artist for them for that day, or a hairdresser for updos, and we do the hair and the makeup, and we're bang bang boom boom. It's kind of like in and out.
Amazing.
Our team works great together when we go to weddings, so it's great if you hire the hair and the makeup together, because we work really well together and we're quick and we're easy and we're not there for 20 hours. It's like 3 hours max.
That's
and
perfect.
It's efficient. And, it's
and
great.
you will go to them. They don't have to come to you.
We will go to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
We just had a couple weddings last weekend that came. The bride wanted to get ready in the salon. She's like, it's
Yeah,
so
I
cute
would feel
in
like
here.
I would love to get ready in the salon.
She's like, it's so cute in here. She had like 5 girls with her. They love it. We have all the champagne and the
How far will you travel?
we will go anywhere. We're pretty much tri-state area, but we'll go anywhere. We've gone on destination weddings before.
Wow.
I've gone to Long Island before a couple times.
Destination weddings?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And before I had kids, I definitely wanted to be the person to be designated to them. But now it's never going to be me. So like, unless I can bring my kids with me and you get a hotel room, great.
Right.
But I'm not a flyer.
Yeah, no.
Fun fact, I hate flying.
Yeah, you guys drive everywhere.
If you want to go on vacation with me, we are going to drive. I'm going to have my feet on the ground. I don't like to fly, and I'm definitely not doing a cruise.
Okay.
So if I'm doing destination weddings and you want me, I have to be able to either take a train or drive.
Got it.
I'm not a flyer.
Got it.
Yeah, Mark is dying to go back to Italy, by the way. He's like, let's go back. And I'm like, you can take your dad. You can take anyone you want. I love you for inviting me and wanting me to go, but it's not going to be
We're good.
me.
We're good. Yeah. What is your Instagram for anyone that wants to look you up?
It is Beauty Bar by Kristina Ruggerio.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yes,
you were amazing. Long overdue, but we were patient for you.
That was really kind and sweet. And I was excited to be
well, you're
here,
amazing. Well, thank you for coming on. Another awesome episode of Life on the App with Kristina Ruggerio, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.